It's not okay that anybody should suffer in that fashion.
What would it mean to you to bring your mother's body home to Point Hope?
Today, I have, as the oldest son, I have authority over all my parents' estate, and I wasn't a part of burying my mother or making a decision as to what happened to my mother and where she was buried. I'd like to bring Mom home next to Dad. I know my dad still loved my mom, and I know my dad realized how bad he screwed up. I can't speak for him, but my mother had 5 beautiful children that were all raised in Point Hope, Alaska. I would like to reunite her with her husband.
What gives you hope?
You know, I mentioned before that I have a foundation with my mom's witnessing. I've studied the Bible for many, many years based on what I've seen, not only in my mom's life, but in other people in society, you know, clinging to Christianity. And I had to find that for myself. Hope to me is a powerful 4-letter word. I one day went to see my mother again. The last time I seen my mom was in September 1984. That was the last time I seen her in person. The biblical teachings tells me that I'm going to see her someday. And that's enough for me. I find peace in that. It's comforting to know that I'll not only see my mother, but other loved ones that have passed on. So I have to fight for that every single day. I was late for this meeting today because I had to go to church. I had to go hear the word and be fed. This has not been easy for me, but I have to stay connected with my support network, one being my pastor, my counselors, friends in the community that practice the same belief. Hope is everything to me. It helps keep me sober today. I've been here in this studio for, since 2009 now, working. My art has been one of the main jugglers to my recovery. I can't be down here abusing alcohol. I won't be down here abusing alcohol. I'm down here hanging out with my elders. In 64 to 74, I used to just sit and watch these old men putting together these beautiful carvings. They didn't teach me, but I learned just by watching. They didn't teach me, they didn't give the hatchets to me and all this and that. You know, I just sat there and watched and I listened. Many years later, it just naturally, I'm able to do this. And it's been healthy for me. Come here, I hang out with, and everything I do is original, traditional, cultural ties to Tikiyuk, Point Hope, Alaska. It's all about recording my culture in art form. It's simply hanging out with my people. If I don't forgive, neither will he forgive me. On that note, I got no peace. I might have bad days. I go through bad days. I reach out and I say, hey man, I'm spinning. This has got me in overdrive here. I call a friend, call my pastor, talk it over with somebody, and I got to let it go. It is possible to forgive. And I mentioned earlier, revenge is not mine. To distribute, that belongs to God, not me. Is it possible for me to forgive the perpetrators and the community? It's possible. A couple of years working on it. and I can't go it alone. It's a work in progress.
Thank you, Amos Lane, Koinakbak, for sharing your story. We'd also like to recognize and thank Bamyoa for creating the music for this episode. If you'd like to learn more about our Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women Awareness Campaign, visit our website at saveoursisters.com. I'm Alice Kaniklen. I'm your host for Resolve, an ongoing series about missing and murdered Indigenous women in Alaska, as part of a multimedia awareness campaign created by Affinity Films, a nonprofit media organization based in Anchorage, Alaska.